Okay, so if you follow me on YouTube, you see me do blocks that I like. So this is where they come from. I'm not endorsing this product. I've had this for I don't know how many years. And each day, just like it says, 365 quilt blocks a year, there comes up another block. Like here's an easy one. It's this Clay's Choice. It's a popular brand name. It's for February of 26. But February 26th. But this is November. Okay, this is the 5th of November. So when I find a block that I like, I usually get it from here. So for this block, this was the one I had done. It's called Lights and Shadows. But this is how it was presented. It is an 8-inch block and it tells you what the pieces measure down here. So this is 2.5 and 2.5 by 4.5. That's these two pieces. But I didn't much care for this red being here and a black being put here. It just didn't seem like it was dividing the block in half correctly. So when I came to do mine on this one, I decided to put all my green over here instead of putting this here. So when I make more blocks, I will have a light side and a dark side. Now, this is supposed to be light according to the picture, but I might change it and make one of these dark and one of these light. I don't know. I'm going to make a few of them. I'm going to put them together. I sewed it together. I haven't ironed it. I have my pieces here for the next go around. I have some square pieces and I cut a bunch of these up today, so I'm going to use that. And then I'll make something small that'll match that. It'll probably look more like this. I'm now going to cut some of these. So I just wanted to show you where I get some of my blocks from. It's not that I'm being cagey with anybody. It's just that if I've been sewing for over 50 years, so if I see something and it looks like I can reproduce it, I do. There's some that are quite complicated. Here's one that's called Jack's Delight. I wouldn't do it because it's got too many pieces to it. I like things simple. This is a fun one to do, but again, it's only 9 inches, which means you're working with a 2-inch piece. I don't like working with them that small. This one was yesterday's Lighthouse. It's a 10-inch block. And then here's all your pieces, and you can cut them up. This is 1 7/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/4, and 5 1/4. It shows you how to cut it. So on here you would cut it on the diagonal once to get the correct size. And then here you would cut them both on the diagonal twice to get the smaller pieces. And that's to get these little triangles in here. And then this is today's block. It's called Cat and Mice. It's a 12-inch block, so the pieces are a little bit bigger to work with. You're working with a 2 7/8 cut once on the diagonal. That's to make these little corner triangles. They're super small. And this is a 9 1/4 triangle, a square, and you're getting 4 of them. And that's to get these big ones here. So that would be your background fabric. And this one is 3 5/16, and that's going to be this square right here, which is one of the reasons I don't always use everyone. I mean, 3 5/16 is an awkward measurement, but this is an old quilt design. I'm sure you can come up with something in EQ 8 and put it in, and you can come up with something that makes this a more reliable piece. One of the ways to do that would be to shorten this. Instead of making it 12 inches, make it 10 inches. Of course, when you do that, that's going to make this piece here in the corner very small. So anyway, that's where they come from sometimes. And sometimes they just come from scrolling on the internet.